Hello children, welcome to class 5. In previous class, I showed you a few videos in which one was the short story and the other one where I was trying to explain you how to write a story. Understood? So now today I am going to explain you the proper format of the story. When you are writing the story, what you all need to understand. Okay, first of all you need to understand what is a story. So a story is a descriptive event of any description of an event in a proper sequence, like it should have some beginning, some middle and an end. And basically story is all the story, why we people are writing story? To entertain people. The writers are writing a story to entertain people. Understood? Okay, so it is an art, and for that you need to have a good communication skill. Basically it is developing and writing good story. When you are trying to write a good story, you need an art of narration. Means whenever you are telling some event to someone, or you are expressing your feeling, you should know that art of narration, art of explanation. You should know how to narrate the incident in a sequence order leading to final conclusion. That is also very important. When you are explaining a story, it is very important that you should know the sequence, how it took place, and you should narrate the story in the same sequence. While writing a story, all these things are going to help you. You should have to follow the basic theme. It means whatever it is, clues or the outlines are given, that has to be uh, expanded by your own input or by the introductory lines. Okay, they are not supposed to invent new and different themes. Like some outlines are given, so your story should be around those outlines only. You are not supposed to put your own imagination or your own thing inside the story. Otherwise what will happen? The meaning of the story or the conclusion of the story will change. Understood? So a story always has a theme. As I said, it should always have a beginning, middle and an end. While selecting a theme also, you need to be very careful and very focused. Understood? So while preparing a story, first thing is you need to think about the theme of the story, and the theme should be the beginning. It means how it started. Then in the middle you have to connect the story from the beginning, and at the end there should be a conclusion. Understood? Then each and every story is having some characters. Might be some living things, some non-living things, or something very vague, very imaginary. It is up to the person. But you need to think about, when you are writing a story, don't put many characters at a time. Understood? If you are telling a story, or if you are explaining a story or writing a story, make sure that there should be some main characters or some supporting characters. Have you seen movies? In movies also you will find there are some actor and actress. Apart from that, they are having supporting characters, supporting actor and actress. So same way, when you are writing a story, don't put many characters. Just main character should be one or two, and few supporting characters. But it should be clear that the main character of course should work as a main character, and supporting means to support the story, to help to make the story more interesting. We put supporting characters. Okay, they can be characters, or supporting characters can be animals, humans or things. Avoid having too many characters, as I said. Now, setting where the story takes place. It is totally depends upon the theme of the story where it must have taken place. It might be in the garden, at home, or at any imaginary place. Might be in moon, space, or something weird under the water. It depends upon the outlines, the setting of the story. Also decide whether your story should be in present tense or past tense or future tense. But in previous class, as I said, when you are writing a story, mostly you will find that stories are always in past tense, because although the outlines are always given in present tense, then also try to frame the story always in past tense. Clear? Hope no doubt. Now, when we are writing a story, few things, let's make a board. While planning a story, you need to make a board like this, like what will be the opening. Okay, so this few points for opening. Suppose I have taken a story of a lion and a mouse. You remember that story? So suppose I have taken a story, a lion and a mouse. Fine. So now what will be the opening? So there once upon a time there was a jungle. In that there was the king of the lion and the king of the jungle. So these are the opening line. So opening line you need to write in points. So forest, then lion, then mouse, and what? Hot day, then a tall, big tall tree. Okay, so such kind of a character it will we will write in the opening. Then setting, where what is the setting? Setting means it is a forest. Where is the story to, where we are going to when we are writing a story? The setting will be the forest or a jungle. Now characters, what will be the character's name? A lion and a mouse. So these two characters will be there. Okay, now what problem? You remember that story? What was the problem? Yes, you are right. So problem was, first the lion caught the mouse, and then at the and then what happened? When the mouse said that I am going to help you, so it will be the these are the problems, and because of that the lion left the mouse, thinking that how come a small creature will help me. Then how it solved? What was the problem? Later on what happened? The lion was caught in the hunter's net. You remember? Then what was the solution? Solution was the mouse helped the lion. How? He cut the net with his sharp teeth. Okay, and ending, finally they became the good friends. So this is an example which I have given you. You can make your story, this board you can complete, and this will become the outline of the story the moment you will write down all these things in the this storyboard, and later on you can convert the storyboard into a proper story. So now afterwards, but the moment we planned everything, now you are ready for what? So everything is ready. Title of your story. Now we need to make a checklist. For what? So beginning and the title of the story. So what was our title of the story? The Lion and the Mouse. Okay. Then setting, where it takes place. Is it ready? Yes. So these are the checklists. Before you're writing, you need to think that have you understood the outlines properly, and are you able to make out the title of the story, the setting of the story where it takes place, the character of the story which you are going to write. Then was there any problem? That also you need to understand, and how will they solve the problem, and how will the story end. These few things you need to keep in mind while writing the story. Then another thing, when you are writing a story, you need to think about that there should be a dialogue. It is very important when you are writing a story, it is very important to put some sentences in a dialogue form. Dialogue form means it should be in the quotation mark, and that is called what? You remember that? That is called direct speech, which is said by someone, so it will come under inverted comma. Clear? So what things we need to do? We need a title of the story, we need the setting where the story took place or will it take place, then who will be the character of the story, what problem will they have, and how will they solve the problem, how will the story end. So these few points you need to remember always when you are writing a story. Clear? Now I am giving you one outline. Okay, the outline is: a king had a magic handmill, thief stole it, went on board, wanted to be a rich, asked handmill to make salt, boat full of salt and heavy, thief and handmill drowned. So this is the outline of the story. You can see in this outline you can make out. Can you make out the incident, the name of the story? Can you make out? Number one, what you need to think? You need to think about the title of the story. Remember? So first of all, we need to write the title of the story. Think and note down somewhere, and later on we will see whether whatever you have thought is correct or not. Although story, since it is a story, it depends upon you what you are going to give the title, whether it will be the name of the character or yesterday, or depends upon the event. Okay, depends what will be the name of the story. One more thing, yesterday I explained you, while writing the name of the story, all the first letter of the word should be in capital letter, but in the middle, if there is any article or any conjunction, we are writing it in small letter. And I gave you the example of the ant and the dove. You must have remembered that, where the alphabet T of the and the alphabet A of ant was in capital letter. Later on, you must have seen, if it is written and the, and as a conjunction and the as an article, it was written in small letters. And then again the dove, since it was the character, it started with capital letters. Hope it is clear. So till now you must have written the name of the story. Okay, so let's move ahead. Now what I have written, the magic handmill. Okay, so here it is the name of the story. Okay, now here how many characters were there? 2 characters. And why I have written magic handmill? Because the story was all about the magic handmill. So there was a king who had a magic handmill. So how many characters are there? 2 characters, thief and king. Okay, a thief stole it from the palace and went on his boat. He stole it from the palace and went on his boat. He wanted to be rich. Why he stole? So he wanted to be rich. He asked the handmill to make salt. Here it is an indirect sentence. Otherwise it would have been the indirect sentence. He said, inverted comma, to the handmill, make salt. But here I have written, he asked the handmill to make salt. Okay, he thought that he would sell it and become rich. So why he wanted the handmill to make salt? So that he can become rich. Okay, the mill began making salt. Soon the boat was full of salt. It became very heavy. The thief and the handmill drowned into the sea. Understood? So this is the way we are writing a story. You can see here the beginning of the story started, because when you will go back, it is written the king had a handmill. So now the king had a handmill. So where did the king live? He lives in the, always the king lives in the palace. So the story is that there was a king who had a magic handmill, and where was the magic handmill? It was in the palace. Okay, so beginning of the story, here it is written, king had a magic handmill. So I have also started, there was a king who had a magic handmill. Then it is written, thief stole it. So one day what happened? The thief came into the palace and stole the handmill, and then you will go back and see how he went. He went on a boat. So in the story it is written, he went on his boat. Then why he stole? Because he wanted to become a rich. There was a reason behind it. So he wanted to become rich. Because of that he stole the magic handmill. So what happened? He wanted to be rich. He asked the handmill to make salt, and that magic handmill, since it was magic, so he asked that handmill was magical. So he asked the handmill to make salt, and the handmill started making salt. But the problem was, since the thief was on the boat and the boat was in the sea, soon what happened? The boat was full of salt and it became heavy. And you know, when things are heavier than water, what it will happen? It will drown. So same thing happened. The king and the thief and the handmill drowned into the sea. So the story, this is the way the story ended. Okay, here it is written, the thief and the handmill drowned. So at the end also you can see it became very heavy. Why it was drowned? So I have written the reason. It became very heavy. The thief and the handmill drowned into the sea. Understood? So it was the story. So now when I am next is I am going to give you an activity. Fine. Today what you all will do, I am giving you a clue, but I am sure you will not copy the story because it is very common story. You should think on your own and you will write your own story. Okay, although I know you all know the story will be very simple, but I want you to write your own story. Don't copy it from anywhere. Clear? So things first, what you all will do before you write, before you will start writing a story, I want to see how you have planned. So you need to make this board. First of all, you will make the storyboard, and accordingly you will write opening, what are the openings, then setting, then character, the problem, how it's solved, and end. Okay, then you will make a checklist. So did you think about the title of the story, characters, where the story took place, and what was the problem, how it was, the problem gets solved, and what will happen in the end. So all these things, for before you start the story, I want on one page you will make a board list like this, storyboard, then you will make a checklist, and then you will write the outlines of the story, and then you will start the story. Understood till here? It is clear? So now I am going to give you a story outline. Based on that, you will make your own story. And then while writing the story, you need to think about the beginning, middle, and end. Understood? Although you all know the story, so tortoise walking on write the story with the help of given outline. This is an activity which you all are going to do. Then click the photograph and send it to me, and you all will do in your English notebook. Okay? You all are having notebooks now, so you all can start writing in your English notebook, and you all will do this in your English notebook. You will write on the top English grammar, writing skill, then you will write story writing. That will be the heading. Later on you will write activity, write a story with the help of given story outline. Then you will write this outline. Afterwards you will make a storyboard, then you will make a checklist, and then you will write the story. I want in proper format so that I'll understand that you understood how to write a story. Now here you can see tortoise walking on the road is seen by a hare. Here means, okay, you know, okay, here laughs at the tortoise for his very slow speed, bet for race, tortoise moving with his slow speed, here moves fast but sleeps, tortoise reaches winning post first, win the bet. Okay, so this is the story outline, and after the class first you will solve your Google form and then you will complete this story. Okay, so I am going to end this session right now, and whatever activity I have given you, I am expecting all the things from you today by today evening. Okay, till then, goodbye.